In the opening of Surah Al-Kahf, Allah does not begin with the young men, or even the cave. He begins with you. He reminds you that everything on this earth, its beauty, its success, its attraction, is only decoration, a temporary test. It looks permanent, but it is not. It feels important, but it is not the ultimate truth. And with this reminder, the story begins. In a world like this, there lived a group of young men. They noticed something most people ignored. Their society spoke about Allah, but without knowledge. Beliefs were inherited, repeated, defended, but never truly understood. Falsehood had become normal, and truth had become unfamiliar. While others were comfortable, these young men felt uneasy. They began to question, quietly at first, then with certainty. Where is the proof? Why are we following this? Can something be true just because everyone believes it? Their journey did not begin with action, but with awareness. They refused to surrender their minds to the crowd. And as their thinking became clear, so did their hearts. Their faith was no longer inherited. It became chosen. And when faith becomes a conscious choice, it changes everything. Allah strengthened them from within, gave them firmness that did not depend on numbers, support, or approval. So they stood and declared the truth. Their Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth, and they would never call upon anyone besides Him. At that moment, they became different, not physically yet, but in identity. And being different in a corrupt environment always comes with a price. Pressure begins, sometimes subtle, sometimes severe. They realized something important. Staying could slowly weaken their faith, so they made a decision many people struggle with. They chose their belief over their comfort. They left everything familiar and walked toward a cave, a place of uncertainty, with no guarantee of what would happen next. Before entering, they made a sincere dua to Allah, asking for mercy and guidance. No detailed plan, no certainty, just trust. And that was enough, because when they chose Allah, everything changed. Allah caused them to sleep, not for a night, not for a year, but for centuries. He protected them, adjusted the sun for them, preserved their bodies, and surrounded them with care beyond human understanding. Even their dog was included in that protection. Time passed, but not for them. When they awoke, they thought only a short time had passed, but the world had completely changed. Generations had come and gone, and they realized something powerful. Time is not what we think it is. Allah controls it completely. Even then, they remained wise. They did not rush. They chose caution, and they moved carefully, relying on Allah, while acting responsibly. Eventually, their story became known, and through them, Allah made a clear sign. Resurrection is real, and His promise is true. But people, instead of focusing on the lesson, argued about details. How many were they? Where exactly was the cave? And the Quran gently redirects the attention. Do not lose yourself in distractions that do not benefit you. Stay with those who remember Allah, and do not be deceived by the glitter of this world. And here, the story returns to you. because this is not just history. It is a mirror. You live in a world filled with pressure, distraction, and normalized wrong, just like they did. And you are constantly asked to compromise, a little here, a little there, until truth becomes blurred. So the question is simple, but heavy. What will you do when truth becomes uncomfortable? Your cave may not be a mountain. It may be a moment of silence, a decision no one sees, a choice between right and easy, a step away from what weakens your heart and toward what strengthens your soul. If you take even one sincere step toward Allah, you are already on their path. And just like them, Allah takes care of what is beyond your control, because the real miracle was never just their sleep, it was their choice. They chose Allah when it was not easy, and Allah chose to take care of them. That same path is still open to you.